We're live.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Harp Effect on Friday afternoon with Marcia and Yo Reno, where we are actually back at the Hyatt Hotel in Palm Springs, California, where we just recently were with the tap dancing Christmas trees from Dance Tim Studios and Pam Drake up in Northern California. But
You might
today,
want to speak a little louder.
what, I want to speak a little louder?
Maybe, because we're
Most
outside.
people always tell me to be quiet.
Not me, not
Well,
me.
today we have, one of my very special people in my life, because I've known you a long time now.
Yeah, let's see, what time is it?
This is Mikole Kaar.
Hello.
Do you say Michael or do you say Mikole?
If you don't know by now that my name's Michael, I don't know what to tell you.
No, when I see the spelling, it's Mikole. I love
that
this.
works phonetically, right? That's perfectly correct, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. They're at me. I can't get away from it. Well, Michael happens to be a fabulous, very wonderful, connected, successful musician, and his main instrument is the saxophone.
That's true.
But you also play the flute
I play the flute.
and the saxophone. What a
And the
combination.
piano.
You play the piano too?
And I sing.
Well, I was going to tell them that you sang too, because I first...
Okay, I'll shut up then.
He does stand up as well.
We're
I
here
sit down.
in the outside of the Hyatt, where Michael will be performing tonight between 4 and 6 p.m. So tune in.
Come on down. You
Come
can't
on
tune-
down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be
Yes,
able to
all
tune
of
in.
you here in the Coachella Valley, you're close enough. You come on down. And is there parking? Oh, there's always a parking space for somebody someplace, right, Reno?
Yeah.
And there's the whole downstairs parking. Doesn't get filled up.
Oh, downstairs
And then
here.
there's valet parking. And then there's unvalet parking.
And
Plenty of
Michael,
parking.
Yeah.
Michael, are you solo this evening?
Yes, I am. I'm playing all by myself.
Make sure that you speak.
That's okay. We move it closer to you. You're
All
good.
right.
There's just because of the extra noise going on.
Can I pet it?
Yeah. Go bite.
Ow.
Well, we learned to use this wind screen because we were doing a.
My hair looked like that when I got up today.
It looks perfect today.
Well,
now.
we aim to have everything.
I'll send you a
coordinated.
check.
But we were on El Paseo Drive during the pandemic, and we were driving down. At that time, all the shops were so closed, and then we went back when they were open. And like last night, we were up there, and it was fabulous. But somebody said, you need a windscreen. I didn't even know what it was. Looks like an animal.
We're rookies. What can we say?
Supposedly cuts out all the noise. We'll see.
You know, you could put a couple eyes here, and eye here, and an eye here, and a nose,
I
and a
thought
little
about that.
smiley face.
Oh, maybe he should just play the saxophone
Oh, stop.
and the flute. So, Michael, how long have you been in the desert?
I've been here for over 20 years this time.
This
Yes.
Yeah, I've been coming to the desert and working here since 1986.
ooh,
That's
okay,
before I was born.
almost.
Barely. Yeah.
So, and you originated where?
Well, I was born in Brooklyn.
Originated? He originated?
Well, I originated from my mother. That was a trick question, wasn't it, Mark?
Gotta give your mom credit.
Absolutely. I think my dad had something to do with it.
Yeah, he was
Brooklyn.
there. He was in the
Yeah.
room.
You know, actually, as long as I've known you, I don't know that I did know that you were born in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And did you grow up there?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I forgot. I should have known.
But I
not
was in
to-
Brooklyn until I was 7, and then Long Island till I was 14, and then my dad decided to move the family to California, and here we are.
And you came to the desert.
No, we initially went to Van Nuys, and then Van Nuys. Well, I ended up going to 5 high schools. This is one in New York, right? And then in high school, what was the name of that high school?
Wish I could help you. I wasn't
I got-
there.
Yes.
it was a great school, but I was only there for 2 months. And then I went to Chaffee High School. No, I went to Canoga Park High School, and then we moved to Ontario, and then we went to Chaffee High School, and I have a story about that. And then we ended up in the Antelope Valley, and I went to Antelope Valley High School, and that's where I graduated.
And so you were
Antelope
actually
Valley?
notorious. You were notorious before you got out of high school.
Well, you know, we were living on B Street in Ontario, and we got evicted because I was playing my clarinet over a PA system. I didn't understand why that was the problem.
Oh.
Well, now, did you train with these instruments as a child and as you grew up and moving all around?
Yeah. I started when I was 9, and I've been fortunate enough to study with some of the greatest jazz musicians in the world: Don Rafael, Don Menzo, Warren Marsh, Charlie Shoemake, to name a few. Yeah.
That's great.
Studied arranging with Dick Grove at the Dick Grove's Institute.
You know, I really appreciate that because I had to search for the teachers that I was privileged to study with vocally, and when you are initially involved in the music industry and trying to, you know, perfect and learn and do all those things, wow, if you find the right teachers, it makes all the difference.
It helps, and the only thing that's better than that is to find a mentor at a young age.
You read my mind.
If you can find a mentor, that's way better.
Who was your mentor?
Well, I didn't find my mentor till 16 years ago.
Oh.
Wow.
And my mentor was probably the greatest jazz piano player I've ever heard of in my life. His name was Vernell Brown Jr.
Vernell?
Vernell, he played for the last 25 years with the Kenny Garrett Band. And Kenny Garrett was the offshoot of the Miles Davis Band because he played with Miles. He was the last saxophone player to play with Miles. So it's kind of a lineage that I kind of got trapped in a very great way.
Wow, that's exciting.
And that's kind of like a tip for anybody that's up and coming, you know? It's like, don't just think you're all that, but you seek out a mentor, right?
Well, I wasn't looking for a mentor, but I think you can. You know, I mean, I was just scrambling around. My mom and dad didn't really know anything about the music business. My dad would have for sure rather I didn't. and my mother said, I want you to. And obviously she won the battle because many years later, and I'm here, 6 CDs out as a jazz artist. I played with Coasters, Drifters, Platters, Ink Spots. I played with Joe Cocker. I played with the Temptations. I contracted for the Temps. A lot of other
Joe
people.
Cocker.
Yeah.
Was he a trip?
He was the most beautiful guy I had ever met, and the first time I played with him, and it didn't last very long because he's just coming out at sort of a drought financially. But the first time I played with him, as soon as he stepped on the bandstand, there was like this electric thing that went through everybody. I mean, I had never felt anything spiritually like that before. He was incredible.
Joe Cocker.
Joe Cocker. Not Crocker.
I know.
Like Betty Crocker?
You hear well, don't you?
Not crocodiling.
I know the difference.
Davy Crockett?
Oh, these
He
guys
was
are
amazing.
ganging up on me. And you know what, Reno? I think that
We
just
could
to
put
make
you in
sure,
the middle.
Oh, that'd
no,
really be
I'm
rough.
fine. I'm fine right where I am. But Reno, see if
I love you.
anybody I love you too. And is anyone tuned in, like saying we can't hear you? Make sure
No,
that just to make sure that we're being heard all over the world. Do you realize all over the world?
Steve
Oh,
Hodges.
cool.
Who?
Stephen Hodges.
Hi, Steve. Do you know Alan Jensen? You maybe know Stephen. Do you know
No,
Alan
I
Jensen?
don't.
Oh, okay. Well,
Does
Stephen,
he own Jensen's? I deal there a lot, you know.
No. No, he has the Neurovitality Center Foundation
Oh,
Lounge.
fantastic.
Now. Yes, he does.
What's that? Where's that?
And it's in Palm Springs, and every Sunday, well, I think every Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, different jazz or different cabaret performer, and on Wednesdays he has a big open mic going at the Neurovitality Center, and I don't know
Palm
which.
Springs off of
Oh, yes,
Alejo.
I have heard about that.
And
place.
and he is the
That's
executive
very
director there, and he took one of the rooms of the facility, which has all kinds of like gym equipment and da. He made a cabaret.
Hook 'em up, babe. Hook 'em up.
What?
Hook 'em up.
I will. So, Stephen, thank you for tuning in.
Hi, Stephen.
We were trying to figure out if maybe, the sound wasn't going, but it is, right?
No complaints yet.
Okay, good.
Well,
can
when
do
you said
sign
that
language.
huh? You sign language? Okay, right. Okay, so now we were back where he just got out of high school. He came to the desert, and well, actually 16. I haven't known you 16 years, but I've known you since
We did that show at
Oscars,
Yeah.
right over here.
Was that about 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
Yes,
6.
yes,
Oh.
at least. Yes, at least.
I was in the picture then.
Oh, yeah. So it.
How soon we forget.
So it's like about 6 years
Who was
ago.
he? Where?
But we're fun people to meet, yes. But Michael, I just remember you were so kind to me and you were so helpful because I was learning that song, "Get This Party Started," and I was a little out of my comfort zone, and then it became like, oh, I loved it, and you helped me.
I did?
Yes,
You sure that was me?
Is he always that nice? Yeah, he is. Mikole Kaar is very generous with his time. And I've seen how you treated other musicians and just people in general. Yeah.
Well, artists, that's what I am, I think. And I have a warm spot in my heart for people who are trying to do what they have. See, I figure you're so fortunate in this life. If you get to do what you figured out that you're supposed to be doing here on this planet, if you figure that out in your life and you stick to it, you're really going to do something that's going to mean something in this world. You'll have an impact, a positive impact, all the ways around.
I love that. That's why we connected, because of how Michael thinks, how he expresses himself through speaking to you or playing his music. Now,
Wait a second, wasn't that in the liner notes? Oh. Yeah, boy.
well, Michael, if you were to say something out to like an audience, which we have here, which you realize is the entire world.
Okay.
But we also will have some friends that will be tuning in and watching from Barnesville, Ohio, Switzerland.
I don't think they're going to get here anytime soon.
I'm looking for a gig out of town. Please remember.
Yeah.
I'll take the jazz band, go anywhere.
Switzerland, France, and Germany. Right
Actually,
there.
I thought I was going to be going to play in Europe this summer, and I signed a management agreement with a guy, and it turned out that it was the wrong combination, And so we signed it in October, and then I dissolved it about a month later in November, because for some reason he didn't realize that I need to play jazz, and he didn't want me to play jazz.
Oh.
He said, "Don't play jazz." And I said, "Wait a second, didn't you go to my website? Don't you know?" "No, I never went to your website."
Oh.
Well, okay,
Doofus.
let's do it. And he was very gracious. We got out of it because I signed my life away for 3 years. But to sign a management agreement, if you're over 50 years old, and I am over 50 years old, to sign something like that is really an honor. Somebody cares enough about your talents, and the person that recommended me to him is also in the business, and she didn't quite understand that I don't do now what I did when I was 35.
Why not?
Because I sleep longer. And anyway, things are just going wonderfully well. Can I talk about some of the gigs that are coming up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
and before I
Yes.
forget, we want your tell the world about your website.
Sure. If you want to hear some of the concert stuff and read my bio and get to know a little bit more about me musically, you can go to my website. And I'm going to say this very slow because it's the spelling of my name really messes with everything. It's MikeoleKaar.com.
Simple.
Now, where we usually get messed up is everybody puts 2 R's on it instead of 2 A's.
Right.
But it's Kaar. And if you go to that, you'll see videos. Last summer, I got to play in Kansas City for 11 nights. Oh, my God. is jazz there everywhere. All these little speakeasies from the 20s, they all still have jazz in them with great musicians, full bands playing. And out of the 12 days I was there, I got to play 11 nights, play jazz with great musicians. Then I came home
Nice
and
payday.
did some dates back here. And then I went up to Seattle and I did 2 dates in North Bend, which is a little out of Seattle, at a place called Boxley's. So videos from that show are actually up on my website, MikoleKaar.com. And you can see some of those videos and hear what I do. And I think I'm one of those people who actually found out what they're supposed to do. And I'm just trying like hell to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you do
you
privates
can't
as
go
well,
wrong
right?
if you book Michael. You cannot go wrong. I promise. And if you go to my Facebook, Marsha Harp Facebook page, after
Usually I
there's
tap it when I
playback,
wanna say something.
there's a playback, and
I can't
you
reach.
can. We will even again. Reno will post tomorrow
Put your hand up.
how you can connect and contact Michael. So, and as you well know, if you have any kind of a problem, doing so, you can connect with me on Facebook. My email, Marsha, MARCIA, at marshaharp.com or 415-383-5770. And we won't let you not do what you know and do the best. The best. And so
That is
Michael
so
has
sweet.
some gigs, you call it. What
You
are
have
doing?
somebody
I have my
needs to
hand
say
up.
something here.
What? Oh,
I have a
I
question.
thought you were waving.
He was.
Usually we say so I can touch.
Well, he waved too. Okay.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, I'll be
No,
quiet.
No, it was, you do privates as well.
I
right?
do,
Like
yeah,
private
yeah,
parties.
I do.
One-on-ones.
Yeah.
Good. So that's good to know. Lots of times people just need some of that background. I'm not a musician. What do they call it? Like the little backgrounds.
Yes,
ambiance?
I have. Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. Yes, I can be ambiance. Michael, ambience call. I like that.
Michael.
Anyway, I do private parties.
He sings too.
I sing, and so I've been working out at the Hyatt outside on Friday nights mostly. Last week I was fortunate enough to work at the Ritz-Carlton in the lounge over there, and I've been doing a lot of singles in town. And as much as I like performing doing a single, I'd much rather play with my band, 3 or 4 pieces. And so you'll see the videos. At any rate, so we have, there's some new gigs coming up besides the Hyatt.
Woo.
On Sundays and Saturday mornings, I'll be playing the brunch at Kitchen 86 in Palm Desert. That'll be the brunch, and that'll be from 11:30 till 2:30. 11:30 till 2:30. But even better yet, Tuesday nights, I start with three pieces, my trio, at Kitchen 86. And we'll be playing from 5:30 till 8:30, straight ahead jazz, right in the front. The great heaters on the patio out there, and very excited. We're going to start that next week. And then,
Oh, that's great.
yeah, that's next Tuesday. So come over Tuesday and hang out. And, I mean, if you don't like jazz, don't come. because we're going to be playing jazz no matter what, you know.
Yeah.
But I find, it's fine. I find people come to me and they say, we don't like jazz. It's boring. And I look at them and I say, yeah, that's right.
Bye-bye.
Never.
Jeez.
Never. The hook for me in the jazz thing is when I'm playing, if I get that good moment where I'm making a spiritual connection with the music. Usually the spiritual connection is also with the people who come in. And my hope and intent is to be able to help raise people's life conditions, make them forget some of their troubles and issues for at least a little bit. If I do that, I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to do in this lifetime. So that's why I stay with this art. I mean, I could do other things, I could have worked at McDonald's. I could have made more money.
Especially now.
But I have to do this, and I really know this now. I mean, as a younger man, I played rhythm and blues. I played pop. I played orchestral work. I did big band work. I did shows. I played polkas, I played bar mitzvahs, I played Italian. I did everything, you know. But I don't want to be somebody who does everything anymore.
Right.
I want to be somebody who specializes and get to be as good as I can possibly be, so I can give it back to the universe and make you guys happy when I'm playing. That's what I'm doing.
Wow, Michael, that was beautiful.
I've got one more show coming up.
Right now.
Yeah, no, well, I will be doing this. So, no, but I have a show coming up at the Palm Springs Cultural Center, which is the Camelot Theaters, right?
Yes.
And I'll have a 4-piece band over there. I'll be doing a jazz show, and that will be on January 25, January 25th. That'll be 5 days after my birthday, January 25th. Are you writing this
When's
down?
your birthday?
January 20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's the 9th.
You're the 9th, so you're a Cappy, you're another Capricorn.
Yeah.
But I think I'm on the cusp between Capricorn and Aquarius now,
Oh, poor thing.
which is, it's a good thing for me because I need to float around on a raft in the water. And be
Michael,
able to-
is the Cultural Center booking your band all only?
that night we're going to be playing by ourselves, and it'll be a very special group that I'm bringing in from out of town, guys that I record with, and I'm so very, very excited about that show. And it's possible if we get a great turnout that night, we may have some more shows over at the Cultural Center. So come down.
Now,
Come
is
down
it
to that.
in the lounge, the one upstairs? Or
Yes,
are you
we're
in
going to be
yeah.
upstairs.
Nice.
That, yeah,
We
I
like that
sang up
spot.
there.
And
It's a good hangout.
and they've just they've put up some baffles and stuff to make the sound better up there, because it was always a little bit hard to hear acts in there, and it's like really great now.
Oh, good.
It's really good. They're really paying attention.
Well, I'll
The-
make sure I
yeah.
connect with you and get all that down, and then when I do the repost, I'll have all the dates
For
and
sure.
stuff too. And
You'll
it's
put
on
that
your
out
website as
tomorrow,
well.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it'd be good to have it. out there.
You know, the guy that actually booked us in there. I'm sorry, honey. The guy that actually booked us in there is affiliated with Juilliard.
Michael Green?
Well, but it's not Michael. It's Nuzio.
Ah.
And I think I got that right, Nuzio. He wrote an amazing show called Trains. I think they just finished that over there. He had like a Broadway type show there.
Called what?
I think it was called Trains. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to see it. I think it closed down. Hopefully they'll bring that back.
Ooh.
But so you know, I mean, the whole dichotomies or dimensions of what's going on here in the valley just keeps getting more hip and more artistically interesting. And
Michael, do you have a CD that's available now?
no, I don't. I have 6 CDs done, and I'm working on the 7th. But the thing is, nobody purchases CDs anymore. They're defunct.
Yeah.
They don't. There's no CD players in the cars. No
Yeah.
CD
That's
players in the computers. So I mean, you can go up and buy things. I mean, I'm on a couple. I'm on Spotify. You know, you can find some of my stuff, but the artists, you know, it cost me to do a CD around $7,000 after I would make up all the stuff. And so, you know, it's like, you know, I used to sit around with 500 CDs in a box in the garage like everybody else. And that's at a time when people had CDs.
Right.
So I don't want to make CDs anymore. You know, I'll just do enough to, if I want to do, publication on the air on jazz stations.
Right.
Because they still play CDs. But otherwise than that, I don't sell CDs. I never made more than 10 cents selling CDs. Maybe 11 cents on a
you
good
know,
day. Yeah.
I wondered about that, about a lot of people, because they keep saying, Marcia, you know, where's your CD? I agree. It's going to be obsolete.
You know, we got a strange man standing back there
Yeah.
behind the
What-
screen. What's he doing?
What are you doing, Reno?
That Julie Lazari watching.
Are you trying to sell a house to somebody while we're doing the show?
We have Julie Lazari watching.
Oh, do you know Julie?
I don't. Hi, Julie.
Julie's a wonderful singer, vocalist here in the desert. Hi, Julie.
You got to hear
Obviously-
you sing.
Yeah.
Does
Yes.
she sing jazz?
Yes, she does.
Oh, I want to hear you sing.
Yes.
Does she scat?
Do you scat, Julie? I'm sure she does. She does a lot of things.
But Carol Daniels.
Oh, that's my friend from Ohio. This was a friend of mine whose grandfather had a farm,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I got to milk a cow.
Wow. You know the difference between
Who?
milking a cow and milking a bull? The bull
What did you
smiles.
say? What did you say?
Grand Heskett.
I can't.
Grand Heskett.
Glenn Heskett?
Yeah.
Oh, that's from Barnesville. Yes, I'm pretty sure. If you're saying it right and I'm understanding you.
Steve Hodges. Stephen.
And Stephen? Yes, thank you, Stephen, for staying on. If somebody would have told us that they couldn't hear us, I'm sure. Are you leaving us, Michael?
No, I want to see if the electricity came on yet.
Okay, you know what? I'm wondering if you played something, will they shut us off? No, because you. Well, I think we should let Michael play a
I'm
tune.
not going any place yet. Wait a second.
Wait, what did he say? I don't know what he's doing, but obviously he's preparing for his performance here between 4 and 6 this evening. So come on down to the Hyatt in Palm Springs. And what did you just do? You just
No electricity yet.
why? What do you? Oh, okay. So you're what? Okay, whatever. Oh, let me get out of the way.
No, you stay right there. You're inspiring me.
Okay.
Here's that rainy day.
I knew. I was going to tell you. I noticed
You're
it was
gonna
here's that
sing
rainy-
one with me?
What do we do?
You know the nearness of you? You know it had to be you?
It had to be you.
Let me get the key.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah. No, I don't. I'm going to be background.
No, don't be background. Let's do it down a half step.
Well, I don't know. Can you imagine? He can just change keys on a flute. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who could make me blue, could make me feel sad, or even be glad. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be smart, or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. Yes, I do. Oh, yes, it did. It had to be
you. Always beautiful. Always
yeah,
beautiful.
right.
You sound great no matter what you do, no matter where you do. You always
I
sound
could
great.
probably
I
done
know you do.
that better standing on my head.
Can you show? Can we see that, Reno? She's going to sing standing on her head?
So what else do we have to
I think
offer
that's about
here?
it, babe.
Huh?
We're going to have to get started here.
Yep,
since they
we're
turned
right
off
now.
electricity.
Well, we're going to thank you, Mikole. Mikole Kaar, everybody. You want to book him, you're going to have the information because it's out there now and we'll put it out again tomorrow. If you're anywhere near the Hyatt in Palm Springs, come on down. He's here for 2 hours. And no, I won't be singing with him.
Okay.
Not that I haven't before. Here we go. And may everything that has been reduced to noise in you become music again. Because music and friendship has no distance. We love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Reno.